What Kelly Slater's doing, but a few of the things Mitch Marsh likes to do, Fergo. What a legend.
A great year and an even better speech. Yeah. Thanks, man. Australians bought a record number of new cars last year, more than 1 million, and twice as many used cars. Now industry experts are predicting even more demand in 2024 with better buying conditions and wider choice.
Business has been booming at car yards across the country.
2023 was a phenomenal year for the automotive industry in Australia, particularly used cars.
Pandemic-induced backlog for new cars drove demand for second-hand. More than 2 million was sold over the course of the year.
Hitting its pinnacle in November, 204,000 vehicles transacted and sold.
Almost 17% of all sales were Toyotas. Mazda was the next most popular make. The crowd favourites were Utes, the Ford Ranger and the Toyota Hilux.
The consumer did get a win. We did see a reduction in pricing.
Prices are forecast to keep trending down, having already dropped almost 12% in the past 9 months. Much like the housing sector, vehicle prices are largely driven by supply and demand. With so many imports coming into the country this year, we're told it will be a buyer's market.
The used car and the new car market are interlinked. When the one is in good state of supply, the other one follows suit.
The consumer can expect to see drive-away deals, finance offers throughout the course of 2024, and again, which encourages a really strong used car market.
Wait times for new cars are expected to ease too, from years-long waits for the most popular Toyota models to a few months. And for most other makes,
the wait times are going back to around 20 to 30 days, the levels we saw before the pandemic.
Tom Hartley, 7 News.
Now Angie's back with the forecast. Ange, will the clear skies last?
Well, Mark, it turned into a beautiful afternoon today across Sydney, and yes, we will enjoy some more sunshine tomorrow before a grey change to kick off the weekend. Details next.
Tonight, 7 News headlines. After those better than expected inflation figures, political leaders are urging the big banks to reduce interest rates now. A paramedic has admitted leaking gruesome photos of shark attack victim Lauren O'Neill. And a court has heard a man who allegedly attacked his own mother at Randwick yesterday had checked himself out of a psychiatric hospital. Now here's Angie with the latest on Sydney's weather.
Thank you very much, Mark. It is a clear night in Sydney and those settled conditions should remain into tomorrow, so some more sunshine to enjoy in the short term. As those clouds parted in the early afternoon, temperatures peaked at 29 degrees in the CBD. Right now, still fairly warm, sitting on 26 degrees. Was a couple of degrees warmer in the suburbs. Cronulla reached 31, as did Mascot. 32 was the top at Bankstown, with mostly light winds this evening. Things are fairly quiet on the satellite image locally at the moment. High pressure's the dominant feature, allowing a lot of that cloud to clear and calm winds to return. Tomorrow we'll just see some very isolated showers on the coast due to onshore winds, if anything. On Friday, a cold front will clip the state's far southeast, bringing slightly milder conditions to the coast on Saturday, and that will be a very brief reprieve before the heat really ramps up again on Sunday. Around the capitals, Brisbane's expecting blue skies and a warm top of 33 degrees. A steamy 32 for Canberra, staying fine. Melbourne's looking partly cloudy, all settled, 21 degrees. Gusty for Hobart, 18 the forecast maximum, so a bit cooler there. Adelaide's looking settled, 29. No reprieve for Perth, 37 degrees and sunny. Unsettled weather continues in Darwin with a top of 33. Statewide, we've got a couple of showers expected around Wollongong, but apart from that, it is looking fine and sunny. Also very warm, 29 degrees in the southeast at Bega. Newcastle is on track for 31, as is Port Macquarie. Mudgee to hit 36 degrees, and Moree and Burke should make it to 40. The metro region may just see a morning fog in the western suburbs tomorrow. The odd passing showers possible, mainly inland. Otherwise, it's a partly cloudy day. Light winds tending southeasterly from about the middle of the day. Bondi expecting a top of 25 degrees, Parramatta 29 and Richmond expecting 32. On the water, variable winds to about 10 knots at first. They'll shift to the southeast later in the day, down to 20 knots on a sizable 2.5 metre swell. Back in the CBD, it's another warm night, 21 degrees, a top of 28. It's going to be partly cloudy. Ahead Saturday, one of the coolest days of the week ahead. Cloudy, 27 degrees in the CBD, 30 in our west. Then there's a sharp rise on Sunday, 32 in the city, 40 degrees in our west. Monday's the scorcher on the coast, minimums in the mid-20s and a top of 35 degrees. Some very, very warm nights when it's only dipping to 25 degrees, Mark.
Beach day Sunday.
Indeed.
Angie, thank you. Before we go, here's a look at a special report we have for you tomorrow night.
On 7 News, free, simple, foolproof.
The way for you to verify who that person is.
A surefire way to beat a new generation of scammers using technology to rip you off.
I felt absolutely sick.
What families should do right now. 7 News with Mark Ferguson at 6.
That is 7 News for this Thursday. We'll have updates for you throughout the evening. I'm Mark Ferguson from all the team. I hope you have a great night.
Stream 7 News anytime, live and on demand on 7 Plus. And with 7news.com.au, you'll know the news now.